Okay, so let's unpack this one. We've got a really fascinating piece of source material today.
Hmm.
It's a draft, looks like, for a social media post from a company, Biblical Productions.
Right, and it's about their new drone cinematography division.
Exactly. But what's really caught my eye is how they're framing it.
Yeah.
The angle they're taking.
Yeah, it's not just we have drones.
No, definitely not. So our mission kind of for this deep dive is to get under the skin of that framing. What perspective are they trying to offer you, the potential client? It's less about the tech itself.
And more about what it represents.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and what's fascinating is, like, right from the get-go, the draft leans into this powerful metaphor. It doesn't start with specs or anything technical.
Not at all. It starts with a feeling, a different way of seeing things.
Yeah.
So here's where it gets really interesting. The draft kicks off by asking you to imagine being an animal,
Any animal.
any animal.
Yeah.
And then it suggests, well, most people would probably pick a bird.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they explain why, I assume.
They do. The source says, birds fly high.
Right.
They see the bigger picture. They can, rise above things.
It's that ultimate vantage point, isn't it? Seeing everything laid out below.
Yeah, and the draft specifically mentions rising above borders and walls, things that limit your view from the ground.
Ah, okay. So it's tapping into that universal sort of human desire for a broader perspective, for freedom.
I think so. That feeling of an elevated view, seen beyond the immediate.
And that feeling, that sense of maybe transcendence, that's what Biblical Productions is directly linking their drone service to.
Exactly. They're saying, look, we can give you that bird's eye view. We can help you capture these sacred places from that kind of elevated perspective.
So it connects the physical act, flying a drone, to the symbolic idea, seeing differently.
Right. It's not just a camera up high. They specifically mention the Holy Land soaring above these really timeless sites.
And they add another layer, too. They mention when they like to film
Oh, yeah.
during the golden hours.
Yeah.
Sunrise and sunset.
Ah, okay. The best light.
Exactly. Cinematographically, that's when you get that soft, warm, really evocative light that makes everything look, well, beautiful.
So it's not just what you see from above, it's how it looks, how it's presented. That detail really boosts the idea of capturing something inspiring, maybe even.
Well, they actually use the word.
Do they?
Yeah, the source draft explicitly says the aim is to offer a divine perspective on your story or location.
Wow, divine perspective.
Yeah.
That's quite a statement.
It is. It suggests that this elevated view in that golden light isn't just visually stunning. It implies it taps into something deeper. The spiritual weight, the history of these places, in a way you can only get from above.
Right, so it really shifts the drone from just being, a piece of kit to being a tool for achieving a new kind of experience, a profound one, maybe. For you, if you're thinking about this service, it shows how much the story they build around the tech matters.
It really does. And, it brings up a pretty important question, I think. When a company frames its technology like this, using these powerful metaphors, talking about bird's eye views, golden hours, even a divine perspective, how does that actually influence your perception?
Your perception of the service itself, or even the places being filmed.
Both, maybe. Does seeing these incredibly historic, often sacred sites from way up high, does it fundamentally change your emotional connection or your intellectual understanding compared to just, walking around on the ground?
That's a really good question. Something to think about, especially as this kind of aerial viewpoint becomes more and more common in how we see the world.
Definitely something to consider.